It's a FaZe classic as they take on GODSENT here in the second map of this series. And look at this, the pistol round's already underway. Perfect, that's what you want to see. Let's get this one beginning now. GODSENT gonna try and pick up the pieces over here in the ramp room. Stiko having to hop on down as he gets rushed by 5 men from the from the FaZe clan side. They do get this position down towards hell, and now FaZe going up into heaven. Maybe it's them who's GODSENT as they get down into this A bomb site. Damage done. Crystal does deal with Nico, but Olof immediately equalizes it out. Bomb plant does come in, and it's a plant for heaven. With Olof lurking in late through the ramp room, this bomb is planted for him, and there's no smokes, no utility on the GODSENT side. That really could cause to be a bit of a problem here for the GODSENT squad. Olof, pressure's on now, 1v2. This isn't going to be easy, even with the heaven bomb plant. Zen is going to be keeping an eye on this position. Madden does have a kit as well, and Olof peeking just a little too late. Gives that defuse over. Very awkward engagement as GODSENT do manage to find that pistol round. Also, Hugo, I've just noticed your shell suit like glows in the dark, kind of.
Yeah, you know.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know they did that.
No, I mean, yeah.
I didn't think it could get more ridiculous, but here you are, neon green.
I can try. I can really try. But, well, GODSENT, they're the one trying. They're the ones taking the pistol around, Harry. That's going to start things off a little bit better here in this series. I didn't want FaZe to completely blow GODSENT out of the water. Not just yet, anyway. So let's see what FaZe do when they're the one tasked with trouble. It's a couple of UMPs and a few pistols around it. This is not a great buy for FaZe, but they want that top site. They might just get it. Utility going into main, Molotov to the back vent. Madden's going to get pushed out, and a molly on top of the hut as well. No one here. GODSENT are all inside of the site. The bomb's been dropped. They come up the vent. Olof gets one before he's traded, but the Deagles do provide some sustenance here for FaZe. That Molotov stalling out the plant if it were to be attempted. Stiko's going to kill Brokey, and now things get very difficult. FaZe are trapped. One in the hut, one holding heaven. Michael can't go wide, and Nico knows it, but he doesn't know that he's necessarily there. Stiko's position is obviously understood by FaZe, but hiding in the smoke won't work out for coldzera. He gets caught, and Nico now has to find a 1-on-2. He's looked away. Michael come swinging out, and Michael knows exactly where Nico is. He's heard the footsteps. He's got the read on the situation, but he's not got the shot. And Michael puts GODSENT up 2-0. Good lobby wrap for Stiko as well. FaZe make it interesting, but they don't really get in the round.
And so now just having to bite the bullet and play with pistols in this one are FaZe. Now, that's not to say they're not deadly when only the Deagles are by their side. I certainly wouldn't want to find myself on the other side of it anytime soon. Makalele, though, he seems up to the task. And, you know, on with the Scout versus the Deag. You imagine this is going to be pretty fruitful for Makalele. Now, in the meantime, Madden has mopped up 2 more players down here outside, and with it, has dropped the bomb. So FaZe, onto them finding much in this round, going down by the second, and they even spot Olof over in the hut. Nico gets mopped up shortly after. And, you know, now the best FaZe can really hope for is that maybe they take a couple of players down with them in this round. Makalele finally tags some damage onto Raid, and that might lead to him having to abandon peek in this outside area. Olof gets away with some damage, but not a kill. And there's the wrap from Zen. Third conversion round there found for the GODSENT side, and the reinvestment coming in from FaZe. This is where things are going to heat up, and this is where we get to have a very good look as to how this GODSENT CT side is going to stack up versus the FaZe crew.
Yeah, moment of truth here. No ops in play early. Michael could buy one, but no reason to. Going into the first rifle round, you know that FaZe are going to be armed and AKs could be available. Lots of early utility for GODSENT as should be thrown to stop FaZe from bursting outside or getting in through this hut. But as Molotov's FaZe, where will FaZe go? Or fade, rather. Smokes outside here for the T side. They're going to try and cross towards Secret or Garage. Both options are available. The bomb is crawling back out of lobby here, so FaZe, I assume, are going to want to commit towards some outside control and get down lower here. If they hold the bomb in lobby, they can use these smokes to get towards Garage, split Mini, split Hell. And that might be the idea. They're going to try and push the player in Secret back as 3 sit towards the ramp side for FaZe, but Stiko's pushed up in the meantime, and Olof isn't going to check it. That's a free kill. Will it be traded? FaZe need this frag, and they've got it. Bomb getting spotted, and the ramp split coming through. FaZe want to hit lower. The scout is here, though. It's not the weapon Michael wanted. The AWP will be a lot more versatile in that position, and Nico, he's entering down lower as well. 2 kills, both headshots. Bomb's dropped, though, and FaZe have lost it in the lobby. Crystal's pushed in. They try and avoid Michael. Instead, they walk back into an even bigger threat, and Crystal's going to try and push further. Michael got him covered, and now FaZe need kills. They're not worried about the plant.
Yeah, this was looking real good for FaZe with those double entries from Nico, but now he's got to continue his little reign of terror in this round. Rain coming up through ramp does manage to best Crystal. Ooh. And Nico even dealing with Makalele to cement 3 kills in that round. Every single one of them so important to the FaZe Clan squad, and he will be the impact player of round number 4. Justifiably so. Nico really the savior of FaZe in that round there, giving them all the kills down towards B to secure the site, and then when his team ended up dropping the ball with the bomb on the lobby push, he was able to regain control. So FaZe putting their first on the board. Now that was an attempt at a bit of a bonus round from GODSENT. They're still left with plenty of cash moving into this round. Potential reset on the horizon for whichever one of these 2 teams lets this round slip through their fingers. So this one actually pretty weighty in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I like the pop of the resmoke from FaZe. They don't throw it from spawn, they throw it on the fly, and they can stall things out as long as they want, hitting down Secret with the flashes. Nico is the last man down, wanting to sneak, doesn't want GODSENT to fully be aware of how many players are lower, right? Because Michael in the garage can hear the footsteps, he can give that information away. FaZe going for the boost. Once that smoke fades, Nico can fight the stairwell, and there's no way Crystal can escape if he's in this angle. But the fool, Nico, he does get the info, but Crystal, that's an impeccable shot. Double dink onto Nico. He even escapes inside of B. How on earth does he get that kill? I don't know. FaZe still have a man outside. Olof, if he can find this kill to Michael, FaZe can go up towards A, but the timing isn't good. Olof doesn't realize he swung, and Michael misses a shot. Olof keeps things in the 4-on-4 for FaZe. Do they want to go up the vent to A with that kill coming through? Is that even an option? Zen's not going to allow them to. Cold0 is still sitting here, considering it. Zen playing that top site. Olof, he's been taken out of main. FaZe might just have to go towards B with this position, but GODSENT are all over it.
It's a cool molly that they throw there, right? Because they all group up in vent, they hear the molly tag someone, and so they know that there's already a player waiting above the vents. And also that molly prompts a bit of a stick around from the 3 players up towards that upper bomb site, right? Anticipating that they're trying to clear the vents so that they can come up them. And so this is left a 3-on-3 available to FaZe. Stiko does at least dispatch of Brokey. There's Zenin with another. It all falls onto Cold0, but if there ever was a man who could toe the line between life and death, it might be Cold. However, caught off guard by Madden, coming out from the double door, and he will solidify that round. Nice try from Cold, but not enough. 4th round on the board for GODSENT as they pick up that 3v3 retake down on the lower site.
And this is a very different game, Harry. Remember, Brokey went 19-0 back on Overpass. That was part of the reason that FaZe was just leading on that CT side, just storming through the game. Well, right here, right now, it's not quite the same case. Brokey 0-5, having trouble on FaZe's map pick. Of course, the AWP hasn't really been there, but that's not really, you know, if you're relying on the AWP on the T side, and Nuke, you're probably doing something wrong anyway, right? You need to be able to get effect with the rifles, as FaZe will like to run a lot of fast rounds, this being one of them. Quickly out the door, Cold's got the hero AK, he's looking for kills, and he's found the first. Crystal at the back of the site lines up a couple, but he only finishes the kill to Cold. It's Nico to trade, and Olof to regress back into the lobby. He gets an off angle for Stiko, and FaZe are running wild over this round. Rain hasn't got a gun. He's back to a Glock. He's dropped both of his weapons, trying to find something off the floor, and it shouldn't be a problem, but of course it could be. And so Rain will wrap around the long way as they expect GODSENT to save. That is the case. I mean, FaZe have already started to save. Look at Brokey. He's in the spawn. What if GODSENT went for this? Like, what if they went for it in like the last 20 seconds?
What if they pulled the mouse sports, right? And
sure.
you just last second retake the bomb site. Yeah, this could have gotten out of hand. FaZe confident that it wasn't going to come to that, I guess, and they do hunt, and it does work out, right? They deal with one of the players that was looking to get away with the save, and they might even find Makalele. Rain not quite able to get around the corner there. Doesn't actually spot him back in CT. And maybe that's in Rain's best interest, because Makalele certainly knew that Rain was there. It just didn't work the other way around. Olof with a great round of Counter-Strike here. Gets some very important kills, including that one there onto Zen, attempting to save down in secret. I do think, like, if Olof starts to really come into his own, playing like more of this solo role away from the rest of the team, then that makes this a very deadly FaZe squad. Because, you know, when he was still getting used to the changes, you could kind of see it in the stats, right, that he wasn't feeling the most comfortable yet. But he's certainly looking like he's kind of finding his footing and coming into his own as more and more time, more and more experience with kind of his role within this team comes in. And ooh, he knows that there's a guy here somewhere. Madden tucked into the corner. Oh, that's awkward, but the second time is a charm for Olof, and he will deal with him. Just Zen and Makalele left, the two saving players from the round prior, or the two players that attempted to save. Only one of them did it successfully. They're going to try it again.
And it shouldn't be a problem, right? This time FaZe are at least boxed inside of B. It was a full commitment as a unit, and so no topside lurkers, no one still coming out of spawn. So FaZe do want to, chase these kills down and go for exits. They got to do it together to avoid guns being gifted. But I mean, GODSENT are already armed to the teeth with these two. They won't get any more though. Still going to be a third round for FaZe as they build into this game, and that's what we wanted here in Nuke. Already up a map in this series, and a dominant one at that. So FaZe have a lot to prove in this best of three. Of course, remember, for the road to Rio, FaZe are at the top of the group right now, 4-0. GODSENT sit right behind 3-1. But a loss in this series would lead them right next to G2 and Copenhagen Flames, who also sit 3-2. Some of the more surprising results in this group, such as Mouseballs 2-3, nearing the bottom. Certainly not what we had in mind after their Pro League Grand Final spot just a few weeks ago. FaZe have come alive since that point though, right? They get to stage 2 back in Pro League. They get kind of swept in that second stage, 1 and 4, and now they're back with a vengeance. Brokey looking for his first kill. This is the perfect round for it. Confidence boosters, but there's an immediate trade. A heavy setup down on B, and Makalele's got 2. It's going to send FaZe out of that one. They try and avoid the AK rather. They still have a man in lobby, and so A is looking like a tantalizing prospect. No one here for GODSENT. They've stacked lower on this eco round, and FaZe got it for free. Good reaction, right? FaZe lose 2, they just divert. Makalele goes for a heroic play. I like the attempt. If he gets a kill there, maybe it's a winnable round, but without it, GODSENT should be looking to save in this one again. Molotov is going to send Zen back, and I really don't think GODSENT should throw these guns into this round. You may as well just hold on to it. FaZe are going to have crossfires to solidify this A site, and GODSENT know it.
Yeah, but since these rifles have come out, it has led to a lot of these saves for GODSENT, which is certainly setting a bit of a worrying tone. It's good that you're able to hold these weapons forward, right? It's allowed this kind of constant presence in the server from GODSENT, but eventually you've got to start to tip the rounds in your favor, or else it is all for naught. Stiko, he's in a tricky spot here, but with the other 2 down beneath him, he can kind of control if he wants to take these fights, and you can be assured that he does not want to take these fights in that situation there. So they hold on to these 2 weapons. Stiko is going to be able to reinvest in armor. He could drop an M4. Now, maybe that leads to there being that much more utility present in this round over what there usually would be. Obviously, that's one of the upsides to having these 2 players save. Zen's also in a position where he can grab the kit for the team. Alternatively, you know, calling a little pause here and seeing this buy trickle in. No, I just don't think you partial. I was going to say, like, maybe they partial to get the AWP out.
Yeah. Stiko drop a gun and you're fine.
No, that 100% feels like the way to go. Makalele could even glass cannon if you wanted to, but that feels like a bit of a risk, and maybe a risk that GODSENT aren't willing to take. Stiko dropping a gun over. There it is. They just left it till later on in the round.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been the round for Michael to AWP because Brokey's gone for his purchase. That's the first one we're seeing on the T side in this game. And I mean, boy, was it worth it back on Overpass. Brokey was a beast for FaZe, and he looks to do it again on the T side. Not an easy half in this game to get, you know, a lot working with the AWP. Plenty of opportunities, at least. It's just about whether GODSENT want to give them to you, right? Like we see teams more and more nowadays just shuffle back into this really passive outside setup. And this is one of them where GODSENT don't have the AWP, so they just don't want to fight red. They don't want to fight FaZe on the silo. And FaZe are given all this room for free. At least they think it's for free, but as they get further into the yard, they're going to run into this crossfire of Michael and Zen. Zen at the back of the garage. He can watch the main split. He can deny the hell cross. Michael is just looking to at least know that FaZe are getting down B and try and put a spanner in the works and stop them on their way down. He's got plenty of cover if he wants to hide. Well, it's one box, but it should be enough. FaZe don't have grenades to force him out of position. So setting up utility towards yard, going for the garage smokes, and crossing towards B seems to be the game plan. Again, Olof is in lobby, and this is the best part about these lurks for FaZe. They don't have to commit towards B. They can split main, they can split heaven, they can go for a topside play, but GODSENT already making things difficult. A grenade kill with a spam from Madden finds coldzera, and that will send FaZe down below.
Yeah, they're just sneaking in, and GODSENT have got no idea. They left their back door open, and, well, these intruders have just walked on in, and they've taken everything at the B-bomb site. Stiko's now realized, alarm system's going off, alarm bell's ringing, and Stiko heating up over towards the back of the bomb site gets dropped by Brokey. So now, this B site with 7 seconds left, that bomb plant's found. Olof is waiting to try and cut off rotations, but he might find himself in a hot seat in a moment's time. Now they know he's coming in on this vent wrap, and Madden is looking to deal with him. Olof might have made the right decision here, getting out towards the double doors, and it becomes all too clear to Madden what's happened a little too soon. Oh, Olof just keeps on dodging him, and now swings out, catches the perfect timing, and Brokey in with another. FaZe, they'll find a 5th round on the board. GODSENT going to be kicking themselves that one slips through their fingers, and they just had no information what was going on towards B. Then you factor in Olof on his little late lurk in main, getting away with a lot of success there. It all falls into place for FaZe Clan.
And Olof's been doing a really good job in this series of like knowing when to not take the fights, right? Like, you know, he doesn't drop down vent into Madden there. He stalls out, he walks past vent and goes mini. That's the last place GODSENT are looking at, and they get caught trying to rotate down. And then even when he does go down, Madden's waiting for him. Madden needs that kill more than Olof needs a kill to Madden. Olof has a bomb to play with, so he just falls out towards Secret and doesn't let Madden hunt him down. Madden chases the kill, but loses his life in the process, and that puts FaZe in the lead. 5-4 and the broken money for GODSENT. Definitely seeing Olof get more and more comfortable over time in this role, and that's a good, good bit of news for FaZe. Olof certainly was getting some flack inside of this team for some time, but FaZe maybe just trying to find their identity, and right now they've got the driver's license. They know who they are, but do they know where they're going? Smokes again outside, and it's looking like one of these lower plays again for FaZe. If they do so, please, Zen can't stop them, but he can go above if he wants to take the fight. Flash is high for FaZe, but they're going to spot him. He gets a kill at the very least before he drops. There's another player, and that's the last thing FaZe are ready for. They do trade it, though. They're letting no kill go unpunished, and now all GODSENT have seen is FaZe go lower, so do FaZe want to throw a spanner in the works and double back? That seems to be the play.
Yeah, Brokey making a bit of noise, and that, at the very, very least, keeps Stiko down at the B side of the map. But Makalele and Crystal, they are still brothers in arms here, fighting at the A-bomb site. Crystal looking like he's up in heaven right now. And this would be the perfect solution to helping Makalele out. Oh, dear. That's not what they wanted, though. Brokey besting him immediately. Crystal even gets mollied. He can't get up into heaven anytime soon. And while bomb plant found, that molly gonna fade, allows a bit of room for Crystal.
Wow.
And the trade will come in. Rain, though, makes that round look a little too easy for me. Not a fan, personally. That was too clean. And I'm worried that too many people are gonna try and replicate that in the server. Not many people are like Rain. 6 on the board now for FaZe, and they are continuing to find success. The moment these rifles have come into play, and it's been rifles versus GODSENT, FaZe have been coming up every single time, it feels like.
FaZe have been waiting to do that round all game, right? Like with the amount of plays towards a secret area and the amount of times that FaZe have at least like hinted like they want to hit upper, you know, that round where they try and go up the vents, but Zen's waiting and kills Olof in main and they molly it and kill Crystal on B. Even rounds where FaZe have taken secret and walked right back up. You know, FaZe have wanted to throw one of those fakes in this T side because they're so good at catching teams off guard, especially when FaZe have been committing to B more often than not. So GODSENT caught on those rotations, and Stiko's got to go on one of his own, dropping down lower. Zen coming in from hell, but Molotovs for FaZe will keep him out of this position, and FaZe can do whatever they want again. Do they want to do the standard, which is just hit B off this position, or do they want to spice things up and use this position and go back towards lobby, flank heaven, hit A? Right now, they've lost Nico outside. That's certainly created some problems, but FaZe have at least got the ramp room as they just sit here, steadfast holding.
Yeah, FaZe were like trying to play around with the kind of tendency they've set of having players cross, right? Looking to gain some map control quickly at ramp. And Nico just then, I think he was supposed to come in and help out with this Hell player, who I think FaZe imagined were going to be a bit more, you know, focused on flushing out the ramp room. Zen actually completely blindsides Nico and follows up onto Rain, no less. So a man advantage still maintained for GODSENT, even with that trade coming on through. And now FaZe setting up outside of the A side of the map, a player in the vents on a rotation up to help out. Olof, though, walking out of the hut, a position that's gone unaccounted for. And oh dear, Olaf it all the way to the bank at the end of this round, man. He takes 3 down with him and secures a 7th on the board for FaZe. Stiko with an MP9 and a dream. And likely isn't going to have much to say in this round. FaZe deliver once again, this time in a 3-on-4. And they're able to find success. It goes from 3-on-4 to 3 players surviving very, very quickly.
And there's the X factor, right? There's the legendary aspect to some of these players on FaZe. At any moment, one of these guys can just go off and tear through the server. And, well, GODSENT have had a hole in them ripped. Stiko looking to patch it, but he's only going to get 1, at least trading onto Olof in that round. But the AWP secured, and the round follows for FaZe, 7-4 on the T side. This is such a great start for GODSENT as well, so that's why it's even more impressive that FaZe have just 180'd it since that 4-1 beginning. Not dropping a rifle round in some time. I mean, Olof, they just lined up for him on the A side, didn't they? One after the other, headshot, 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 and FaZe crunching top site again. GODSENT's money's been broken, though. And FaZe, they're going to play around their spawns. Olof's going quick towards ramp. Cold is holding the hut. Passive yard play for a change. Hoping GODSENT bring the fight to them. And that seems to be, you know, the gameplay that you would expect in an eco round like this. Very close positions from GODSENT. They're fighting towards the hut. They've boosted in on ramp. They're looking for kills.
Ooh. Scary. But that's the thing. I wouldn't want to toy around with Cold Zero like too much, you know? Like, yeah, you can tease him a bit at first, but I don't know, man. I don't know, Crystal. I don't fancy. Yeah, there we go. There it is. It was only a matter of time before it comes through, and Cold, well, he swats him away like it's nothing. Man advantage now taken for FaZe in this round. Now, Stiko is boosted up here in the ramp room earlier on, and he's looking to give us some big results. Gets a lot of damage off with the deagle, and Stiko absolutely on a tear. The AK picked up. Get out of ramp, FaZe. This area does not belong to you. Stiko has pulled these shutters closed, and now it all falls onto Nico. 1v5 coming in on a late lurk from outside. He's trying to send us a message with his crosshair. And we just don't have the technology to work out what he meant with that one. But I think he's trying to show us, you know, he's got an idea as to where these players reside. He's now looking to save.
I think
no
he's
time left in this
frustrations.
Round. Yeah.
That's what it seemed like.
Maybe.
I mean, with the time and everything, he knows he can't even really go for this round. And the worst part about that is GODSENT have just surrounded the guns and the bomb, and so everyone is now well armed. Michael finds an AWP. Madden upgrades to an AK. 3 of them for GODSENT. That's a killer round to win on the CT side. Not only in the eco, where they were saving anyway, but one that they massively upgrade their weaponry in. Ridiculous stuff for Stiko. How he's able to fall off and still get 3 more, I do not know, but he'll take it, and so will GODSENT. 5 rounds on the CT half. FaZe still in a commanding lead, though.
And a bit of a switch up towards outside in this round for GODSENT. Zen is here playing a bit more of an aggressive hold in the ramp, tucked into this cubby. And, you know, you think about how FaZe, a lot of the time when they've thrown these smokes, there has been, like, the suggestion that they might try and secure main or garage. Nico as well, whenever he's played outside solo, a lot of the time he hasn't gone down secret and has instead elected to try and work this garage position over towards Hell. So this feels very, very purposeful, playing like a bit of a bait and switch setup between Makalele and Zen. And I'm curious how this is going to work out. We're going to have to bear this in mind as the outside smokes now come in. And this is perfect.
Ooh, yeah.
Zen is in the perfect position for this round. The timing for him to pounce is now. It's still now.
No.
Now it's not now. And he's missed the opportunity coming in late. Makalele going to steal both of those kills. Nice try, Zen, but Makalele got there first. Brokey and Nico 2-on-4, and this round has been snatched from underneath them, perhaps. Brokey does put up 1. Nico doesn't realize there's a guy on the rafter. And oh dear, it falls apart.
Nice.
Nice bit of surf in there from Stiko, and a 6th on the board for GODSENT.
I love that from Makalele. That's just so BS. Like, Zen's holding, Zen's ready, Zen's waiting, and Makalele just pushes the smoke. Like, what on earth are you doing? Finds a 3rd kill into Brokey, wins the round for GODSENT. And FaZe, I like the idea, right? They throw those outside smokes to try and look like they're hitting B, but GODSENT know better. And FaZe, they slink through the main smoke, only to, well, get shot in the back. So a chance for GODSENT to win this half out now. They are in an anti-eco against 7 for FaZe. They should equal up the scoreline, and then it's anyone's guess who will be taking the last of the half. But GODSENT, at least, they've got to get us there. We've already seen ecos be won by the CT side. Can FaZe do the dirty right back? Really got to make do with what you've got. And that's the idea for FaZe in this round. Nice slow one, bleeding out the utility. Hoping GODSENT make a mistake, but that ain't happening. Top site hit incoming. Not seeing the smoke.
We haven't seen it yet, have you? There we go. Smoke's off. Looks like it's set up for the side of a squeaky push in towards those vents. Now, that's not going to be the only person there. Maiden's there just on the other side of the smoke. That creates an interesting dilemma for FaZe. We've otherwise constructed and crafted around here that gives them that opportunity to get out into the squeaky, into the vents, and then drop the bomb and get into lower. Maiden, though, they're going to know it. All the lineups are there, and it's got Crystal's name all over it. So far, so good. Nico with a nice eagle shot, though. A little bit of recovery before he's taken out by Makalele. And the Technina just proves not to have the distance, not to have the girth that it needs.
Sometimes a bit of thickness can go a long way, Trace. And, well, GODSENT, they have really padded out this half here.
I was really just thinking about, how you use the Tech 9.
Yeah.
And how that's, more important.
Sure, the word girth really, isolated that. That's exactly what I thought of, Trace.
Guess, man. I'm not sure where your mind is, but anyway, maybe that mullet's getting to your brain. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it is woven into my skin at this point. So.
I mean, there's a guy that hasn't taken it off all day. He woke up and he put it on.
No, that's actually really true. And I don't want to think about it, because the more I do, the sadder I get. Nico over here towards outside with this AK, looking for an opener. And Makalele, well, he just might offer one up. Timing's going to be everything here, and Makalele...
No,
what?
You're joking.
That's not how I thought that was going to go. I almost made the comment, yeah, you should have this one dead to right, so I'm very glad I didn't, because when you're up against Nico, you got to take into account that this man is a bit of a machine. Rain continuing to force his way towards outside, looking to avenge his fallen friend in Nico.
Oh, no.
And they've just left Hell. They've just given Rain a bit of space to work with. This should cement an upper play for FaZe. With Rain having this map control, he can tear this A site apart. But actually, Zen, eyes in the back of his head, Umbrella out, no Rain today, but Cold looking to take this back in favor of FaZe. Both players here for GODSENT. It's a 2-on-3, an all-out brawl for A, and it might go GODSENT's way unless Cold has something to say. And maybe he does. 30 seconds left on this clock, the bomb on his back, and still a chance in this round.
Yeah, I'm surprised FaZe continue to hit up after Zen gets that kill into the player in heaven. GODSENT fully stacked up there, and FaZe opting to walk into it. Cold has got a very good position here. Is he going to go heaven? No, he's walking ramp to B. This is a long rotation, and it is going to be avoided. Stiko's not going to hear things until Cold is already on that B bomb site, but he has to run. He has to plant. 10 seconds, being loud about it. Stiko snuck down the vents. Cold, it's a gamble. It's a guessing game. Where is Stiko coming from? He's going to stay inside of the site. He knows that noise has to be made if Stiko wants to get out. So the door getting open. Cold's ready for it. Stiko looking for the check, and he's got it perfectly in the one-on-one. 3 kills for Stiko, 8 rounds for GODSENT. They solidify and cement the lead at the end of the first half. But this is Nuke, and FaZe still have an excellent T side. Is it going to be enough, or do we go to a third? You're going to have to wait and see.
Well, it's time to come back alive here in the server. We do have a Nuke on our cards, and we also have an 8-7 half. Barely split down the middle, and by split down the middle, I mean GODSENT have done just about everything they knew how to do, but Stiko did it just a little bit better. Welcome back to the ESL 1 Road to Rio. I've got Harry and Hugo with me, and they're going to take it away.
Yes, indeed, Trace. Thank you very much. GODSENT, you can see those GG bet odds really not painting a pretty picture. 888. Maybe there's some demonic meaning to that one as well. Couldn't tell you.
Well, I mean, that's something. And considering they won the half and they're still not favored that aggressively, woo. Well, let's see if it's making sense. FaZe are waiting on the A site and quick kills coming through from Madden mainly. He finds 2. Trade is back in for coldzera, who's on a bit of a streak. He's hunting ducks here in the A site. And, well, feathers and all, crystal will fall. It's going to be FaZe finding the pistol round on the CT side.
Sorry, that'll be my my solid gold dollar chain hitting the desk that everyone just heard.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
How many carrots?
I mean, he is a vegetarian.
Yeah, 5 a day.
5 a day. Yeah.
At least. Yeah, you just add to it, do you?
Yeah, man. Sure.
Trey's taken away, please.
All of these carrots, Harry is a vegetarian. So, Nico.
Don't count your carrots before they hatch. That's the old saying. Or before they grow, I guess. Here is the
your carrots
Eagles
are hatching.
for GODSENT.
You're not gardening right, Harry.
Well, they hatch from the dirt.
Sure.
So I think I win this one. Nico trying to win one of his own. The
Hatching from secret now. Appearing from below.
There it is. There's one. Has he been eating his carrots, though? Because that would help him with seeing in the dark. And it's not that dark in secret, but it's dark enough. And here he is, man. Just laying waste to them. Just a couple of deagles outside, trying to have a good time.
Little one-way.
What is it?
It's a set one-way Nico's got, and we've all stolen it now. Nice try, Nico. The world knows. And like a little beanstalk, he's sprouting out of these stairs.
He's certainly not going to hatch anytime soon. That I can assure you. Made it real close, and that was a pretty smoke. We're going to have to run that one back. Perhaps Bastion was able to catch it. We can run it and see it all over again. Meantime, let me give you a little bit of an update over here with North and Contact going toe-to-toe on Stream B. Contact looking to pick up this first map. They are down a player in this round, but do have a few rounds to work with, it seems. Again,
that would be a bit of a shambles for North if they lost that series. Obviously, getting kind of owned in their group, but yeah, they looked good, you know, coming into this year. So I'm surprised.
That's just about that, isn't it?
Potential North loss in the first map of that series. We'll keep you updated with where it goes and more. But right now, FaZe going for a 2-0. GODSENT looking to put a stop to that, or at least a start to their T side. They've bought up fully. And even then, it's not pretty. Out of utility in the first 30 seconds of the round. Smoke, flash, nade is all remains. Brokey's got the scout as well, so no AWP in play just yet. He's 6-12, and FaZe is still holding the lead. So even though I say carried them in the last map, he didn't have to carry them, right? And this is evidence of that. Flashing his teammate for a fight outside. Nico going to look into it, but he sees nothing. GODSENT are hiding behind the walls. Brokey doesn't realize, but there's a player actually already out-ramps Stiko. Oh, hello. Very good position. Catches Brokey looking the wrong way, and it's going to be GODSENT taking the advantage. Stiko won't commit to that hell wrap, and that might cause some problems for FaZe as they think GODSENT are coming in for that top site. That's not the case. Olof's gone lower, and he's going to meet a lot of GODSENT players, but he only sees one.
Yep, just a quick passerby. Hey, hello, how are you? We're going to plant the bomb now. Hope that's not a problem. Nico takes down Crystal. That's the first casualty in this round for GODSENT. As Rain tries to wrap around over here to the decon door. Get some spammage, but nobody is home. Coming down to this kill right here. It's Stiko. Can't get his footing, can't get the crosshair where he wants it. It's going to be coldzera that nets himself a sweet AK. And a save coming out for FaZe.
Yeah, they just want the money, right? Like, they know that if you let GODSENT in early and GODSENT break you, they're going to start building on rounds. But FaZe realize that, okay, yes, we can afford to give away one here as long as we reset it, as long as we come in with a rifle round that wins. And they have all the money for it because of that 2-0 lead at the start of the half. So FaZe falling back on their bank accounts, and this will be the round that they attempt to reset GODSENT. Without that, well, GODSENT, they not only have a lead, but they should run away with some T-side rounds in this game. Let's see if FaZe can stop that before it happens.
And the big question on everybody's mind, where did you guys get those sick-ass tracksuits? Well, that's ESLgaming.com/shop or shop.eslgaming.com, I think actually is
yes, that's
the appropriate one. Head over there, check it out. Limited line of apparel. Designed by Hugo Byron, not to be confused with Hugo Boss.
No, I don't support that company. Stolen my name, in fact.
Okay, then.
Oh! Oh, no, you're kidding.
Stiko
1
with
HP.
1 HP manages to win that fight out. Yeah, I don't know either, Rain, honestly, man. Like, but there's the trade for Cold at the very, very least, and we're back into a 4-on-4.
It's like if Rain didn't wallbang, Stiko wouldn't have swung. So Rain did poke the bear.
Yeah, that is true.
If you're going to poke the bear, at least kill it, you know? That's what they always say.
Man, that's the age-old saying. Right? You'll remember that one right up there with some of the other big sayings. Here's the nade onto Crystal. However, Crystal still allowed to get the bomb planted. Nico, not a fan of that. Not a big fan of Crystal's work in this round. And he does let him get out of the sight now. Nico, ooh, there's a little connection there into the player in the door. And he actually just sticks the bomb. You love to see it. You hate to see it if you're GODSENT. And Olaf, you hero. He took bullets for Nico. And that's exactly what you want to see. Olaf leaps down, takes it like a champ.
Man.
They think they've killed the bomb planter, and Nico is just allowed to stick it.
And that's not the most, the last or the first heroic defuse player Olaf Meister has had in his career. If we think back to that defuse on the B side of Overpass in the Fire and Flames. But this time, he protects Nico while he gets the job done. FaZe find a 10th round. I love that call. They realize GODSENT ducked out of the site, and they just go, screw it, let's give it a go. Let's see if we can win this round instantly and not have to worry about winning a 4-on-4 retake. Oh, hello. Stiko spots Rain. He's going to run through the Molotov. The grenade will get in his way, pushing him to 50 as it's not Rain, rather. It's Olaf who's dropped down below. Cold's pushed in the hut. Rain's still playing this door. Got to be very careful this time. And Madden is going to get re-smoked. So he can't try and get this trade off of the noise that Rain's making. Meanwhile, GODSENT just have to hold off. Stiko again has gotten in this position. Will it catch off FaZe later in the round?
Yep. Meanwhile, here comes Makalele. He's going to find some footing inside of the lobby, but ultimately, this has gone pretty well for FaZe thus far. They have a lot of control.
Oh no, Crystal was like, oh, I figured it out. I've figured out a little pathway into main. But no, Brokey was watching it, and he had that one under lock and key. Now the rest of GODSENT, they're set up outside of this A site, or with the exception of Stiko, who once again has been able to secure one hell of a foothold here at Ramp. However, this time Brokey is keeping an eye on him and really looking to limit how much damage Stiko can do. Brokey with a nice flick to deal with Stiko, and Makalele gets mopped up shortly after. FaZe, 11 rounds on the board, 4 players staying alive, and it's a recipe for success here for this CT side. GODSENT, they've got to go back to the kitchen and revisit this one. Flick through the recipe book and see what they can provide heading into round 21.
Yeah, fast flicks from Brokey in that round. It's him and Cold that have made this series look so good for FaZe. Brokey back on that last map. Cold here on Nuke. Multi-kill after multi-kill. He is warm as anything.
Like an apple pie, some say. Like a warm apple pie.
Sure. He should change his name. Who needs Cold Zero? More like Apple Pie Zero. That really flows off the tongue, Trace.
Not really the tongs we were looking to use for this meaty word delivery. Meanwhile, let the memes begin. Olaf gets a smoke drop down there, buys himself a little bit more time, and GODSENT know this. They go chasing through that. There's a real chance that he just gets tore up. And Stiko An unbeknownst victim to the one-way smoke that is CSGO. Yeah, they're just kind of stuck here, it seems.
Yeah, this is something that FaZe have been doing like a really good job of being able to replicate, and that is that GODSENT, that they're going into ramp thinking like, wow, look at all this control we've got, but it's very much by design from FaZe, right? It's not so much GODSENT taking ramp away as it is FaZe giving it up and then just setting up to retake in man advantages, trying to even deny it getting that far, and that's what Rain is hoping to do in this round here and now.
Dear.
They are not ready. And he will wait, might go for the spam, and if he does, Madden will get very unlucky in this kind of head-to-head. FaZe on for the rotation, 4 on 3. Bomb planted and ticking away. GODSENT have a little bit of time to try and solidify these post plants, and that time is now expired. Crystal, only good for 1, does get taken down by Nico. Still the man advantage lying with FaZe, and no noise has been made by Rain at Decon this whole time. Finally, he gives up his game, and now they know that he is here. Madden up on top of the silo. Time is ticking down and getting away from FaZe Clan and Co. And they've got to leave this round back on out of it. FaZe, I don't know, I felt like maybe they pumped the brakes a little too harshly there in that one.
I would have loved to see Ray try and stop the bomb plant, right? Obviously, he doesn't know it, but no one was covering it, and it was open for him in Decon. But he makes what I would say is a safe call. He's 9 and 14, right? He's having a rough game, and so he makes the right call, which is wait for your team and play retake. He was the first to be, and he's the last to have any impact in that round because the rest of FaZe fall before him. So Rain, he hesitates, he waits, but maybe the earlier opportunity would have been a little more bountiful for him. He wasn't to know that though. And FaZe will have to forego that round. GODSENT converted on the B bomb site. They're up to 10 double digits. FaZe's money on the rocks. Brokey's got Norp. Rain's got a Deagle. So we have quite the disparity in wealth here for FaZe Clan. And we'll see what they can do with it. Still plenty of rifles to make things happen. And Nico has pushed Yard. He's climbing up on top of Red as well. Crystal is waiting for this.
Such a scary position because you've got to be ready for the silo peak as well as the players that could be outside. Now, Nico's really forward positioning. Yeah. It's going to be what bites him in the behind there.
That's smart. I mean, you know, it's a bait, right? GODSENT are watching him from all the way back. They know that eventually someone will get tired in Yard and push. And as they do, Crystal capitalizes, he pops forward, he takes the kill. Oh, Rain knew Steeko was there, but he couldn't hit the shot with a Deagle. Uncharacteristic. And this could be FaZe, you know, falling apart a little bit in the latter stage of their map pick. That can't afford to happen here as GODSENT look to find their 11th round. There's only 3 players in the way of that.
Oh, Brokey, though. Hello, there it is. Come on, man. 3's not enough, surely. And I thought he was going to go ahead and get even more, but the trade is in from Makalele. Olaf now up in heaven, and he's got this crossfire set up with Cold. Oh, dear. Makalele finds that out the hard way. Steeko, a lot to do. 25 seconds to get it done in, and that's not enough time. Not enough life for Steeko there. Cold and Olaf with that crossfire set up. They're able to hold the fort.
But it's Brokey that gives that round to FaZe. We're going to watch back this highlight here. He's holding upper.
Man, the thing that's so nuts is like the confidence in this third kill. Like he just knows he's going to get it. Just swings wide, takes the fight, knows he has to have quite the performance there if they want to pick that round up. And he just takes every gunfight back to back to back and puts a 12th round on the board for FaZe. Brokey has been a treat to watch today. I've absolutely loved it. And even though like the beginning of Nuke had been a pretty rough start for Brokey, he is more than recovered now.
Well, Rain's going to have to take an Advil and get ready for that one on the backside. It's Crystal with the Glock to the dome. Gives him a bit of a headache. Worrisome troubles. He just drops down and clears Mini. Doesn't matter, though. The kills are coming in the way of FaZe Clan and just Zen. He's got himself into lower. He's going to be able to get a bomb plan out of this, too. All things considered, very calculated.
Yeah, but not past that point. That's all he'll get done in the round. But a bomb plant's still pretty good for GODSENT on an eco like that, where they save a decent amount of money. I mean, they can buy fully moving forward, and they need that more than ever. FaZe are clinching a victory, 3 rounds away from it. A 2-0 that would be as well. FaZe already dominated GODSENT on their map pick of Overpass, rather. And Dust 2 being our third if we get there. And a lot of the answer to that question is going to be decided here and now in this round. GODSENT If they fall here, not only FaZe will be up to 14, but they'll be anti-eco to close it out, or at least get us to match point. Cold, 27 kills. Quite the affair right now on the CT side for FaZe Clan. Nico's got to deal with the outside control. GODSENT throwing problems at that. They've got two players trying to cross. Broky's been flashed off and he can't stop them with the AWP. The AWP of which on the T side is raining down death. Michael Ellie is looking for a pick, but he's got to cross past this AWP. Rain has lost his life in a lobby push that's gone wrong here. It's actually Madden getting out onto the top site. The lobby push has come from ramp and Olaf has gone through a smoke, catching Stiko looking the wrong way. 3-on-3. A very weird round with these AWPs still yet to fire shots off outside. Michael Ellie doubles back and avoids the outside control, avoids the AWP from Broky that was so close to killing him. And GODSENT, they want to get this bomb into the A bomb site, but they're seeing if FaZe want to give them a fight before that point. FaZe is setting up to retake, but not needed to just yet. It would be, if anything, a mistake if FaZe threw a player at them right now. Has someone just DC'd from FaZe? No, I think it's the other way round. And so we still have 3 alive for the CT side while the HUD might deceive you.
Yeah, Olaf is still on the server. He's going to go for quite a drop there. Lands right in Makalele's face and reminds him that clowning is unacceptable.
That was a very weird round.
Yes, it was. And you can imagine we're going to be seeing a tech timeout on the backside of it. Brokey, the only one left alive. AWP, no time really to get in the sight. So that's going to be 11th for GODSENT.
When Olaf pushed the ramp smoke, Stiko was like looking at it and he didn't react to Olaf walking through a smoke. Like that should be Stiko's kill every day. And it did look like he'd crashed. And with him no longer being in the server, I think this all kind of adds up now. Luckily, they won't lose the round, even though Stiko dies there. But that could have been a real problem for GODSENT. Luckily enough, they're still in this one, and FaZe Clan are actually the ones with economical problems. Madden realizes that this series is done unless someone makes a play right here, right now, and he does everything needed and more, running out through the door and finding 3.
I wonder if Stiko was the guy having internet problems as well on the run-up to this game.
Yeah, potentially.
Hopefully that's not the case, but as we get more information, we'll be sure to keep everyone informed as to what's going on. This series, one that's continuing to heat up, right? And Nuke is immediately more competitive than Overpass. GODSENT are in a spot now where realistically they can get back into this game. And that's not really out of the question yet. So, you know, if we can see Madden in particular, like really picking up the pace and delivering the performances we've come to anticipate from him, then I still think there's some mileage in the tank for this GODSENT crew here on Nuke.
We still are waiting, but shouldn't be very much longer. I think we're actually all set. Stiko looks to be back in the server. We've reset the HUD. So this pause should be coming to a close sooner rather than later. 13-11, FaZe Clan potentially 2-0ing this series, which sets us up for our final matchup of the evening. Heretics taking on the Ninjas in Pajamas. Not to be confused with the Ninjas in Pajamas, who are the same exact team.
Yeah, that's an exciting game. A lot of people are wondering why, you know, we're running that on the mainstream over Dig Astralis, and that's of course because Dig are already out. They can't go through to the next stage. So that game versus Astralis is not meaningless. Of course, it matters for Astralis far more, but you know, the results, the consequences of that series aren't as extravagant as the consequences of Heretics Nip, who are both teams, you know, top of their group right now, or at least in the top 3. Astralis is second. So that is far more of an important game when it comes to the standings here in the road to Rio and who's going to be making it forward to the next stage. Right now, FaZe are looking for that very point, but GODSENT are coming alive at the end of the half, or at the end of the game.
Yes, a tale of 2 halves, also known as Counter-Strike.
15 rounds and then 15 rounds.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. And here with me are the meme of times. Rain's gonna be pushed up in the lobby. He's got one onto Crystal. Can he be good for more though? Can this be where they put a stop to GODSENT shenanigans?
That's a huge heroic play to make in such an important round in a 5-1-5. Rain just pushing lobby. If he dies there, that's such a problem for FaZe. But instead, it's put them a man up, and they're not done with it. They're going to continue to get aggressive. Rain pushes back into the smoke with the support from his teammate as well. Back to the ramp they go, into Brokey's AWP, and Olaf's double setup as well. Everywhere GODSENT go, they walk into 2, and 2 for Cole puts 14 for FaZe. They might just be able to take this series away.
And it's one of these FaZe games where we get a monstrous performance from coldzera, and they're always a treat to watch. He's got 29 kills to his name at the end of this round here, thanks to this little double mow down on the hut push. 14 now on the board for FaZe. And the chance for GODSENT to get back into this game all falls onto this one round. If they lose it, they're force buying. They've got nothing up against Match and Series Point. If they win it, then they do bring FaZe into an awkward spot, and they could still have some legs on them in this game, but it very much hinges on finding something here and now. And Crystal, well, he doesn't really like what he's found over outside. He's found Brokey.
Yeah, back-to-back rounds where Crystal's been the first dude to die for GODSENT. Obviously, he is, you know, at least in this case, the one tasked with pushing behind Red, crossing, doing that difficult role. But even last round, just pushed in the hut by Rain. And that's a swift shot from Olof. Everywhere GODSENT go, they're walking into Hellfire.
Ooh, Olaf, one has gotten out past him, and he might not realize Zen could do damage here. One little quick tap, and that removes Olaf from play. Suddenly, he's got to sit back and watch as his 4 teammates try and see this one through to the very end. Zen and Makalele, they've got their fair share of spectators. 3 players from beyond the grave, hoping that they can keep GODSENT in this series. And it all falls onto Zen, and Zen falls shortly after. FaZe, 15 on the board. Match and Series Point now. And 5 kills is all that separates them from continuing this flawless streak at the road to Rio.
Something funny just happened there between Zen and Rain. When you both open the door at the same time, the doors open outwards on either side. They invert, if that's a good word for it, right? Like one door opens, the other door shuts, essentially. And that always catches you off guard when you see that. The doors swing in the way you least expect it. Rain gonna get the kill behind it. He's really been playing things safe on the CT side. That's nice to see. Fast play out hot, and Rain is just gonna rain down death. 2 kills, make it a 3rd into the Molotov. They are walking into fire, smoke, rain, everything in between, and it's FaZe to find the victory here at the end of Nuke. 2-0 over GODSENT. Remaining